Hey everybody, this is Roger Mendoza. Thank you so much for coming on to the Monday Night Biz Talk, or the Monday Night Oil Talk, excuse me. We have the Monday Night Oil Talk 2 times a month. We have it in the first 2 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks of the month we also prepare for the Biz Talk, which we talk a little bit more about the doTERRA business side of things and just give you a lowdown on that side of things also. But tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about clean air, or the Oil Clean Air Act, I was going to call it, but it's basically the Clean Air Act that has to do with getting rid of this nastiness, the toxic stuff out of your home, and of course the diffusers that we have in our homes are lovingly from doTERRA as well. So we have Eliana Navarrete. She is a platinum out of Tampa, and she is ready to help us understand a little bit more about how to get our hair clean. All right, Miss Eliana.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for getting on tonight. And yeah, we're going to talk about keeping your air clean, whether it's in your home or maybe even your work area and even your vehicle. And some of the simple tips that you can start incorporating in your home. I didn't even realize, I don't know if you realize, May is Clean Air Month. There's such a thing as Clean Air Month, but May is the month. And on average, most people spend about 90% of their time indoors. So it's very important for us to look into options to help us keep our air clean in our homes or in our jobs. So first we're gonna start, well, there we go. And these are just some simple ways to keep your air clean. We're gonna go through all 6 of them and a little bit more. Reference to keeping your shoes off, green cleaning, vacuuming, your air filter, how to incorporate essential oils into it, and just getting a green thumb. First will be getting your green thumb. I don't know if you guys have looked into, but greenery, and I know if you're like me, you don't have a green thumb, you kill everything. But these are a couple of the 6 that we found in researching that really helps keep the air or help you improve the air quality. For instance, with the peace lily, it actually possesses the ability to improve air quality indoors by 60%. So it's not just a little bit, we're talking about 60%. The other one that's really good is the spider plant. Within 2 days, the spider plant can remove almost 90% of the toxins in your home. And it has the ability to absorb the formaldehyde and the carbon monoxide. So those are 2 great plants to have in your home. Also, the eucalyptus, just like essential oils, really good for respiratory. The plant itself is also good for clear breathing and relaxation. English ivy has the ability to clean the air off airborne fecal matter, and benzene, which is a chemical commonly found in the office equipment that makes focusing difficult. So if you have pets, that would be a good one to have in your home because it will help with that fecal scent that you may have in your home. I'm sure you have, you know, your area for the animal to have their potty time. But if they have accidents, or you have, you know, the cats, that will be something to have around that will help with the filtration of the air. So those are some that I found that I wanted to share because I'm gonna get some peace lily and some Boston fern in my home shortly. Hopefully they don't die. Now, taking off your shoes, please. I always thought that was kind of crazy, but now I understand why. The University of Houston did actually a study and found that 40% of shoes were carrying the nasty C. diff bacterium, which stands for Clostridium difficile, which also creates the spores that can be easily treated. And our children are higher risk because they're small bodies, and you know, especially if you have little ones, all they do is crawl around the floor, and anything that falls on the floor, they don't think about washing it, they just shove it back in their mouth, whether it's a toy or food. It's a great idea to put a mat outside and one inside the entryway to help with keeping your shoes clean. And if you are able to, I know my husband's friend, he has a policy, shoes stay off in the front. But even just having shoes that are specific for outdoor and indoor, maybe just a pair of flip-flops, and you can alternate those. Now, this is a great shoe deodorizer that you can use, and it's just a half a cup of rubbing alcohol, 20 drops of tea tree oil or melaleuca, 20 drops of cypress oil, and 20 drops of lemon oil, and you put it in a spray bottle, and you can add a little bit of rubbing alcohol in it, and you can spray it. I know I use like Purify. I usually will drop a drop or two inside the tennis shoes, especially when I put them in the washer machine, just to help with that sweaty smell that comes into play. So this is a great one just to have it around and just spray it every time you take off your shoes. Then vacuuming regularly. These little bugs, bacteria, whatever you want to call them on the left, you have dust mites, serious allergy health issues that they cause, and they actually feed off of our skin cells, which we actually 1 million per hour is what's falling off of us. I didn't realize that it was that much on average. That's a lot. We don't even realize that it's coming off of us, whether it's on our bed or on the carpet. So pet hair and dander causes smell and pet allergies. And then pollen levels tend to be 2 to 5 times higher inside our homes than outside or in a work area. Indoor concentrations increase by 67% versus outdoor pollen concentrations decrease by 74% because it's a smaller area. So that's taken into account in those ratios. Spores, which equal mold, that can cause respiratory, skin, and compromise our immune system. So you should vacuum, regularly, which on average, what I found was to be at least 2 times a week. And if it's an area that is frequent more, then you should do it more often than not. So a great idea to do is your carpet cleaner. We buy those at the store, but if you have baking soda, you can make it very easily at home. 10 drops of Purify cleansing blend. You can use whatever oil you prefer. I like Purify because of its components that it has. So it just add it into the baking soda and stir it really well. And you can just, spray it on, let it fall onto the carpet. You could also use it as a mattress. You could put it on the mattress and then vacuum it, which I've done that also. And if you are able to vacuum with your feet without any shoes or anything, you can also will absorb the oil. I've had people say that too, that they can sense it in their tips of their mouth. Actually, Jennifer Comando. Now, changing your air filters, you should do it every month or 2, depending again of the quality that's going on in your home and the quality of the filter itself. It helps keep cleaner, fresher, and healthier air, less circulating dust, pollen, and other small particles in the air. It helps protect the environment because large amount of carbon monoxide and other greenhouse gases are being released from the actual unit because it actually overworks it because the filter is dirty. Also, to ensure moisture doesn't take over your home and aid in the growth of mold, run a fan in your bathroom and open your windows frequently. There's also some of those plants that we talked about that you can also put in your bathroom to help with that. You can get 15 to 20 drops of essential oil directly onto the filter, or you can get a piece of felt and attach it with like a paper clip, and it should last around 30 days. But if you start not sensing it, then just go ahead and apply some more drops. Green cleaning, you want to use correct cleaners, and I know that's a transition process. I mean, I've been doing this for 7 years now, and it takes a while to transition over to cleaner options, but you have at home, everything you need if you're using essential oils and baking soda, that you can start making your own at home. But chemicals may cause short-term and long-term health problems. Children are often more vulnerable to chemical exposures during development stages, and certain chemicals may interfere with the development of their neurological, endocrine, and immune systems. Again, younger children have higher respiratory rates than adults, therefore they absorb more air contaminants per unit of weight, meaning they experience higher inhaled dosages. And then according to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the air inside a typical home is 200 to 500% more polluted than the air outside, mainly due to toxic household cleaning products. When I read that, I was baffled. I knew products can be toxic, but I didn't realize 200 to 500% more than outside. Oops. And then the other one, sorry, at the bottom is, some of you may know about it, but EWG, this is a great website where you can put a product in and it will tell you how clean of a product or how non-toxic it is, whether it's a food item, makeup. But if you're looking at your cleaning products, then you can slowly start switching over if you want to purchase them, or like I said, you can make your own. And these are some of the chemicals that you'll find on these wonderful products that we purchase to keep our home smelling fresh and scented, or that we think are neutralizing scents or cleaning. And as you can see, they have a lot of causes that they can do: difficult breathing, aggravating asthma symptoms, headaches, nausea, possibly liver problems, cardiac arrhythmia, drowsiness, narcosis. So these are things that we're exposing our bodies and our family and our pets to without sometimes even realizing that that's what's going on in our air. One great product that you can buy is doTERRA On Guard Concentrate Cleaner, and you can make several different types of product to help clean your home with that are less, non-toxic. And one bottle, you can get the multi-purpose cleaner, simple, mix 2 tablespoons of concentrate per 24 ounces of water. If you're going to do the bathrooms, you mix 3 tablespoons of concentrate per 24 ounces of water. You could even make dish soap. 3 tablespoons of concentrate per gallon of water. And if you have something tough like stains in clothing or even a counter, apply concentrate directly on designated area. If you purchase the bottle, on the back of it, it has these instructions for you, so you don't need to remember this, but it's not something that is hard to make, and it's one bottle and you pretty much get going on switching over to a cleaner concept. Now, these are some ideas for natural air fresheners. You just get, again, baking soda, 1/4 cup, and you do 5 to 6 drops of your favorite essential oil. And those are mason jars that you can purchase, and you just take the lid off the middle part. And these are already, I bought them at Walmart actually myself. They're already pre-cut into little squares. And you just place everything inside and change it out, or just put more drops of whatever oil you decide. These are some recommended essential oils: the Balance, you have cassia, geranium, eucalyptus, lavender, lemon, On Guard, Purify, wild orange. I had a little girl come by the other day with her mom, and we made one, and mom's like, make something for her to go to sleep. So I was letting her smell lavender and serenity and peace. No, she wanted Purify. I was like, okay, I don't know if she'll go to sleep, but we'll make Purify. But her mom, I saw her the next day, she actually did go to sleep. She really enjoyed it. So you never know what oil your body would enjoy for certain things. So she loves her little Purify. Now, water bead diffusers, another one. You could buy the water beads at a local craft store, Amazon. I know Walmart even sells them. And it's just the water beads with some water, and you put 3 to 5 drops of your favorite essential oil. And just keep in mind, it takes about 24 hours for them to fully expand. So don't assume it's not working. Allow that time to allow for them to expand. Reed diffusers are another great option. I know doTERRA had some at one point that it was a limited time product, and I forgot I even had them. And I opened one up, and that's in my bathroom because it's hard for me to put a diffuser in my bathroom. So I have the Reed diffuser, and then I just put Purify on mine. But you can mix this at home with fractionated coconut oil mixed with the essential oil that you choose. Now, Spring Fling is a room spray that you can make with 20 drops of lemon oil, 20 drops of grapefruit oil, 20 drops of lime oil, and that's in 1.5 cups. You can start with 10, 10, 10 just to see if that's strong enough for you. Some people really like smelling it. I really like the scent. And you can switch this up with whatever oil you prefer. There's a lot of recipes out there if you start looking online. Now, DIY poopery spray. When I first heard of this, I thought it was crazy, but it works. They actually sell it now at the stores, and just get a 2-ounce glass bottle, 16 drops of essential oil, 1 tablespoon of rubbing alcohol, and distilled water. And you keep that in your bathroom, or you can take it with you, especially if you're going on trips and sharing a room with somebody. But you basically will spray it before you poo. You shake the spray bottle, spray 5 times onto the toilet bowl, water surface, do your number 2 business, then flush, wash hands, all as usual. And here are a couple of different options for the poopery spray. That one's lemon and lavender, lemon and peppermint, lavender, lime, and spearmint. Oh, I bet you that smells good. Wild orange, cinnamon, grapefruit, bergamot, or lemongrass, and then, or you could do 16 drops of On Guard blend by itself, or purify. Toilet paper diffusers. You could actually apply it right on the toilet paper roll itself, or if you still have these around, you can put cotton balls inside of it. They also sell like the diffuser beadlets that you can put in there, or like a little lava rocks inside, and put the oil in it. And as it turns from you pulling the toilet paper, it'll get it scenting. Candles are another biggie that we usually give for gifts or receive for gifts, and we use it either A, for setting the mood, or we want it to just set the mood for the smell. So you can try, there's a couple different, you could do soy wax. This one's soy wax. There's some with coconut oil. You just got to find which one works best for you. Toilet paper diffuser, that's so cool. Yes. And I have that old school one. I need to put the cotton balls in it. We could try it out next Thursday, my class. But these are fun. It's a little bit more work, but I got all the materials. I just need to sit down and do them. One of the girls in my team, she makes these soy ones. And this is I found this out on the website, so I thought it'd be neat to have it on here just to give you an idea. Some of these candles that we buy cost $14.99 and plus, and they burn for 25 hours. And if you just use a drop of doTERRA lavender, you're looking at 8 cents, and use 5 drops in your diffuser, and your total cost is 40 cents per 6 hours. Yes, you invest in your diffuser up front, but you can just keep, I like that you can keep refilling it. And, you know, one day you want something to calm you down, another day you want to uplift it, so you get to switch it all on depending on what you feel like that day. And in the long run, it costs you less money than a candle. Plus you get all the other benefits along with it. And these are the diffusers that we have available. As you can see, you have 4 great diffusers to choose from. A question that I get asked a lot is, you know, what diffuser should I buy? And first thing I ask them, you know, how big is your room? Because sometimes you'll get someone that will buy one like the Petal that is for 330 square feet, but they're putting it in the living room and they have an open, you know, great room floor plan. So they're not going to be able to smell it as much if they were to get something like the Lumo or the Aromalight diffusers, because they also have more square footage to cover. And then also I like having the ones that last longer hours, because then you can use it in the bedrooms whenever someone's not feeling in tip-top shape, and have it running all night long. Or if you're having concerns with falling asleep, that would be something great also to have in there. But these were some recipes that I found for clean air. And there's 6 of them: Minty Fresh, Clean Home, Bathroom Deodorizer, Rainforest, Citrus Cleaner, Germ Free Zone. So you can play around with these. Excuse me. And these 2 are great. One is like a plug-in where it has a little felt inside of it that you can add the oils to, and you plug it in to your wall socket. So you can start switching all those plugins. And then this one actually goes into your car, and it has the little pads inside also. And these are from Aroma Tools, but there's several out there that you can find. And these are great to do with your kids. You get some clothespins and you get some felt, and you go ahead and trace some shapes. And you could just go ahead and you could even pin these on the air conditioner vents in the vehicle, or even the vents in the rooms, and apply the oil that you desire. And this one's a cute one. Actually, I just saw that it got popped up with our Father's Day option with the oil. But these are the little balls, wool balls, and thread, ribbon, or twine, and essential oil of your choice. I think this will be great to put in your car, in your rear view mirror. Or get a couple of these and hang them maybe in the bedrooms. I think girls will like that, making a couple different, or you can make one all pink and make one all yellow to go with the decor. Sorry, don't have any girls, but had a little squirrel moment. And that's it. Those are just some great options for you to start switching some of the stuff you have at home, from candles to plug-ins to air fresheners to cleaners, and switch over to something that's better for you, your family, and your pets. Any questions? Any suggestions? Anybody has tried any of these?
Nobody? Nobody's tried any of these?
I don't know.
Actually, go back to the, can you go back?
Yeah, I can go back.
Can you go back to the one that had like all the lists of, like a bunch of little, that one, clean air?
What?
That clean air one?
The clean?
Yeah, go back, go forward more. One more. Forward, the other way, forward.
Forward. That
Yeah,
one.
that one.
Forward.
I just wanted to jot down one of the. Sorry. Wanted to jot down the germ-free one. I don't know what it was, because I was jotting down as fast as I could. I'm like, ah. I guess you could actually probably post it. Maybe like that.
Yeah, I can.
Like magic. All right. Does anybody have any questions at all? I'm gonna go stop the recording in case anybody has any different types of questions. Let me stop that first.